Lions, 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 Lions. What? Both teams are called Lions? Okay, I don't want to confuse anybody. Let me just try that again. Cats, 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 cats. This game was quite a bit of a commentary nightmare because both teams are named Lions. But for the purpose of this video, we shall refer to this team as the Cats. As they always been, okay? And also, I'm wearing this jersey because Andy Farrell Jr. is the greatest number 10 and number 12 in the world, okay? His stats says it all. He has highest kicking percentage in all of rugby. Greatest in the world. Don't argue with me. Don't at me. It's science. It's math. Not fake news. Get over it. He's the best in the world. And he's on the field playing today. And he's so good. So good. Don't at me. It's just science. So this game, the Lions actually did really well against the Cats. The defense was really, really good. The attack was really, really good. They did do a bit of a chip kicking quite a bit, probably more than what I would like. But it did pay out for the Lions. There was a period where the Cats, in the middle of the game, where the Cats were on the offense and piled on a lot of pressure on the Lions, and the Lions just held the defense, which was really, really good to see. The Cats did manage to score 2 tries out of just silly little mistakes from the Lions, but overall this was a really, really stellar performance. There was how many tries? 8 tries scored for the Lions and 8 perfect conversions for my boy Owen Faza. Don't at me. Statistically, stats don't lie. He's the best. Anyway, let's have a look at the actual stats of the game. The Lions run meters 592 to 331, 108 carries to 103, 35 defenders speed into 16, so that's pretty good. Clean breaks 11 for the Lions. 184 passes to 106 for the Cats. 184 passes, that's something that the Lions really worked on to that's something that the Lions would be really proud of. They did a lot of nice passing. There was nice, good offloading, offloads. The thing that the Lions probably should work on is the turnovers conceded. They conceded 17 turnovers. For an international team, that's probably a little bit too much. You probably should cut that down to half of that number. 141 tackles, only 16 missed tackles for the Lions. That's really good. That's 90%, maybe 89%, pretty close around there. Whereas the Cats had, 75%, 70% tackle completion rate. That is pretty low. And then we have 4 turnovers for the Lions and 8 turnovers against them for the Cats. 8 out of 8 conversions. Great as ever. Yep. It's science. It's just math. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. It's just science, mate. Just science. And then set pieces. There was 22 Lions for the Lions, so they really worked on that. And overall, the scrums. I was actually expecting the Lions scrums to be more dominant because the South African scrums are really, really good, and the Cat scrum is technically a second grade scrum. And then they had Sinclair in the first half and McElvin Apollo up in the second half, and neither half the Lions were able to get a significant scrum advantage over the Cats. The Cats loose head, he has really poor body position. So the loose head goes into the scrum with his back bent. I was like, surely that's he's not supposed. Surely that's just a mistake. And I was so I've been watching. And I was like, surely he's gonna hurt himself or the scrum's gonna collapse. But no, that's just the way his scrums look like. The scrums did not collapse when he did that. He just held the scrums steady. Not steady, but he just held the scrums up. Didn't really give the Lions too much advantage. And I mean, this guy, he's probably going to get some back issues because there's literally a ton of pressure going through, and he's got his back bend in the scrums. And I was hurting just watching him, honestly. That was a bit concerning for my part, but yeah. Anyway, His coaches will fix that up for him maybe. And yeah, so the game kind of started fast and furious. The Lions were in the front foot right away. There was right away in about 3 minutes into the game, there was a nice little wraparound play in the center field, and then there was a little bit of space out wide, so they quickly spread the ball out wide to Chris Harris. Harris kind of made a little bit of break on the wing, and he sees that there was he kind of pulls the fullback up to take him out, and then he sees the space behind him. He did a nice little chip over the top, and Reece Zamet, the 12-year-old boy with a 30-year-old man's body, runs out, catches the ball, claims the ball from the from one of the Cats defenders, and then he runs in for try. He looked very, very good there. Very strong, hard running, and yeah, he looked very, very good there. Pretty effortless as well. And first try for the Lions, 3 minutes into the game. A few minutes later, Hamish Watson really started to hammering down the Cats defense. He had the ball at one point and he just runs in, just really wrestles himself through about 10 meters, and he gets tackled, and then he actually led to a penalty against the Cats. The number 9, Ali Price, gets the ball, takes a quick tap, and 2 quick crash balls later, the Lions were right up to the try line on the Cats, in front of the Cats post, right? And Hamish Watson gets the call again to do a crash ball. He stands there just about 2 meters out. He gets the ball, 5 minutes out rather, probably close to 3 minutes, 3 meters. He gets the ball and he just wrestles himself. He literally just wrestled himself over the try line with 2 defenders on him and just plants the ball down emphatically to get the try. That was just a bit of a Superman effort from Hamish Watson. He did really, really well there to score a try. It was this whole thing kind of set up with him with the penalty, with his hard running to begin with. So that was really, 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 really good. Yeah, so after this, 2 quick tries. It looked like it could be a really one-sided affair. My boy Owen Farrell is just going to run everybody over with his talent. But the Cats, the South Africans don't go down easily. The Cats really mounted a nice period of attack after this. For about 10 minutes, for the next 25 minutes, no one were able to score. And during that 25 minutes, for about 10 minutes, the Cats were inside the Lions 22, just pounding the try line. And they could not crack it. It was just painful to see how many tackles how many Cats players were just getting smashed again and again and again in the tackles, and they're just not going forward at an inch, right? And then eventually, the Lions were actually giving away penalties under pressure. The referee had to warn the Lions not to give away any more penalties. Eventually, the Lions pulls through and forced a breakdown penalty and relieved the pressure. That was really, really, really good effort from the Lions, and the Cats would be very disappointed with that. For such a long time, they were not able to score. Eventually, the Lions were back on the attack again on the 32nd minute, and this was the most beautiful, most amazing, most orgasmic line-out move ever. And this is the best move of the evening, okay? So there was a line-out around 30 meters out from the Cats try line. The line-out, it looks like it was overthrown, but it was overthrown on purpose. The line-out is overthrown, and my boy, Owen Farrell, runs in, catches the ball, and he looks like he's going to crash the 9 and 10 channel, right? He's angry, he's got the face on, he's like, oh, I'm going to come get ya, oh, I'm going to kill ya, I'm going to kill ya. He comes in, and then Ali Price just loops back behind him from the line, comes out from the line-out, loops back around behind him, the number 9, and Farrell just goes, whoop, pop the ball behind him. And Ali Price runs in this nice, and yeah, the Cats 10 and 12 channel just completely opened up, and they did not expect Price to come around behind Farrell, and Ali Price slips himself in the gap, try under the sticks. It was so beautiful, so beautiful. It was so good, so good. That's a try. They probably should have saved that for the Springboks. Now they have revealed it. The Springboks going to be expecting that. But I guess they wanted to try out to see if it actually works first. But yeah, that was just, so beautiful. So that was the 32 minutes. There's 32 minutes into the game. And then on the final minute of the game, and on the first half, the Lions were on the attack again. There was a line out. There was a few really quick crash balls, got really close. And there was a bunch of pick and goes. And then eventually, Wyn Jones, the prop, smells the pie. He sees the try line in front of him. He pick and go. He jumps over, scores a try. He's so happy. He's ecstatic. He scored a try for the Lions. Everybody's celebrating. Owen Farrell sets up the ball and he's about to take the kick. The TMO calls in. The TMO goes, hey, there's a foul play. And they show the foul play. Courtney Laws goes in for the clean out and did a neck roll on one of the Cats players to get him off the ball. That was a foul play. And no try. So Courtney Laws owns... Wyn Jones a few beers tonight. That is for sure. And yeah, that was the end. And that was the... The Cats actually scored before the first half as well. So there was a... Anyway, so there was a... what happened there? So yeah, so again, the Cats were able to finally score just before around 35 minutes in, before this actually, before Wyn Jones gets denied. The Cats were able to actually find a bit of space out wide in the wing. So they made a nice little break on the wing, got into the Lions half, about 20 meters out, and then the Lions were just scrambling back for the defense, right? And there was just a massive overlap, 3 players on 1, and the Cats just got the ball out, quick ball to the wing. The number 7 from the Cats, Shituka, gets the ball. He runs in, nobody in front of him, plants the ball down for the try, and he planted it down so hard he almost popped his own shoulder out, and it was on the ground in pain. It looked like he injured himself, but I think it was okay. He got back up eventually, but it looked like he injured himself planting the ball down too hard, and he got too excited scoring the try against the Lions. And yeah, that was a really good try for the Cats. The Cats fans will be pretty happy. And that was, yeah, just a little bit of defensive error for the Lions. Led to this really nice Cats try just before the first half. Halftime score, 7 points to 21 for the Cats. For the Lions. And then second half starts right away. The Lions were putting the hit on, just like turning the pressure up in the second half. So second half, once again, the Lions had a line out inside the Cats half after a penalty. The ball comes in. A quick ball comes down, and then the number 9, Ali Price, gets the ball. He threw a really nice flat pass, cut out Owen Farrell, who's the dummy. He's like, look at me, dummy, look at me, I'm going to run with the ball. I'm running the ball. And then, no, he didn't get the ball. The ball cuts out Owen Farrell and goes straight to number 12, and then he just a quick inside ball to Adams, number 11. He will sweep around behind everybody and just cut inside the 10 and 12 channel, crashes in. First try for the Lions, and that looked really, really good. Really accurate, pinpoint accurate execution there. And that was 100%. That was probably about 90% because Owen Farrell was the dummy runner, and everybody was. I mean, that's just how good Farrell is. Come on, if it's anybody else, everybody would have seen the cutout come in. But that was really good. And then after that, both teams had missed opportunities to score. The Cats had there was a Lions were on the attack at one point, and they overthrew. There was literally 10, maybe 20 meters out from the Cats try line. The Lions overthrows the line out. The Cats player catches the ball, and he just makes a nice break through the Lions' mistake, and he ran 85 meters, and he gets tackled 5 meters short from scoring a try. And he was so far ahead of everyone, there was no support. And it was, what's his name? Who caught him? Stuart Hogg, who chased him for 80 meters, finally got him just before the try line, tackled him, and forced the turnover because there was no one inside from the Cats team to recycle the ball or get the offload. Oh, it was really tough. But yeah, that was really, really close. And Stuart Hogg, he bleached his hair, right? God, it looks so stupid. Anyway, and also Jamie George. He was so close. Jamie George almost got a try for himself. So again, Adams found himself with a little space on the wing, and Jamie George is like, oi, chip kick. And Adam's like, all right, if you want to chip, I'll do a chip kick. So Adam did a nice little chip kick, sets the ball up just in front of the goalpost, and Jamie George runs in, and it's just like, all right, I'm gonna get the ball, get the ball, and then and everybody saw this coming. Everybody knew he was gonna drop the ball, and he drops the ball, and the referee goes, no, it dropped backwards, and then he's like, oh, backwards, and he chased it, caught the ball, but it was a bit too late. The Cavs player swarms on him, and he was not able to score. But yeah, bit of an awkward bounce for him, I think. But yeah, it would have been nice to see Jamie George score a chip kick try. Nonetheless, would have been quite amazing. And then eventually, the professionals are at it again. Following that missed try for Jamie George, the Lions had another line out, and had another line out, and they did 2 crash balls from following the line out. They got about, again, inside the 5-meter line against the Cats try line. They were really, really close, and there was wide, like the crash balls just pulling all the defenders. There was wide open space out on the open side. And I think Davies might be on at the moment. But anyway, the number 9 I think Ali Price still on the moment. And then Ali Price gets the ball. He sees the open space. Just a little chip kick over the top. And Josh Adams is already under it. He's standing in the field waiting for the ball to come to him. And he gets to him, puts the ball down. And the commentators calls this the easiest try in Josh Adams' life. Anyway, he scores. He gets the easy kick, puts the ball down. It was just a pinpoint accurate kick once again. He was just like right against the sideline, just landed just inside the infield, just into the breadbasket of Adams. It was just absolute pinpoint accurate kick. Really, really, really good. And then a few minutes later, on the 65th, on the 43rd minute, the Cats strikes back for their second try. There was so the Cats were kind of just like attacking in center field. Didn't look like they were going anywhere. So they tried to do like a play where they did like a bit of a crossover sort of thing, bit of a loop. And then there was a fake kind of like looping run in the center field. And it looked like there was an obstruction, but it wasn't. So there was a massive defensive mix-up in the midfield for the Lions. So one of the Cats center managed to slip through a massive missed tackle in the midfield. And he ran about 30 meters infield. The fullback comes up to tackle him. He offloads. He had a support player. He offloads to Max Wayne. Max Wayne, is that how I say it? Max Wayne, one of the Lions winger, I think. He runs in for the Lions winger, the Cats winger. He runs in for the Cats' second try. But yeah, this was just like the Lions centers were like protesting. Oh, there was obstruction, but there was no obstruction. They just outplay. They just got play. They got confused by the little switch loop play. It wasn't even a switch. It was a loop. They got confused by the loop play, and then they completely misread it and led to a massive missed tackle. So it was their own fault. And that was not Owen Farrell who missed the tackle, by the way. If you're asking who was Owen Farrell, it was not Owen Farrell. It was number 12 from the Lions team. I'm pretty sure it was number 12. And it's not Owen Farrell. Not Owen Farrell. Anyway, how dare you? How dare you? Anyway, how dare you to accuse him of missing a tackle in the center field? How dare you? How dare you? Anyway, after that, the Cats were on the ball 2 tries, and then the Elliot Daly is on the field around the 60-minute mark, and Elliot Daly is actually really, 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 really good. He when he's on the field for the last 20 minutes, just really impactful. The Lions just completely lifted another kick into another gear when he was on the field. He's able to spot spaces. He's able to link up a lot in the back line. And he set up like 2 of the last 3 tries to finish off the game. So he gets on the field, basically like he gets the ball, like pretty much like the first time he gets the ball, he He recognized that the defense were drifting out. So he got the ball around in the center field position, like outside center position. He just cut back in. And then like the Lions drifting defense were just like all drifting out. And he just literally stepped like 3 missed tackles from the line. He just literally, stepped in like 3 missed tackles from the Cats team. And then he gets himself through. The fullbacks comes up to take him out. Gareth Davis, the stupid Welsh player, the dirty Welsh, was in support. He gets this try. Not deserving it, but he gets this try regardless. And that's the 6th try for the Lions. Davies has to be the worst player in the Welsh team. I don't even know why he's selected for the Lions. It's just like a slap to the face for everybody else. Isn't that what is his name? Yeah, just a slap in the face on Finn Russell, basically. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. And literally like 2 minutes later, the Cats were like kind of like attacking and not going anywhere around the 50-meter line. And then there was a little bit of mistake on the breakdown. They lose the ball. There was mass confusion in the casting of what happened to the ball. The ball pops out. The Lions players picked it up, and then they just offloaded to the winger, Josh Adams, and there was just wide open space on the blindside wing, and Adams sprints himself there. No one was going to even touch him for the 7th try for the British and Irish Lions. And finally, in the 71st minute, the Elliot Daly is added again. There was a penalty. Against the Cats. There was a line out, and there was a quick ball from the line out. The ball goes out to Elliot Daly, who spots Josh Adams out on the wing, wide open, and Daly just threw this massive cutout pass, really quick, pinpoint accurate, massive pass, cutout pass that went over one of the Cats players' head, basically, and then he ended up in the breadbasket of Josh Adams, goes in for his 4th try against the Cats. And that was finished off by a perfect conversion by the greatest player ever, Owen Farrell, and 56-14 final score. Nice and easy win for the British and Irish Lions. And so overall this was a pretty solid performance by the Lions. They were under pressure for a bit, and they were able to withstand it. Just tiny little mistakes led to the Cats able to score a couple tries on them, but that was just a little bit of, I think, miscommunication probably, a little bit for them to work for, and that was pretty good performance, stellar performance for the Lions team, 9 out of 10, and thanks for watching, guys. Happy 4th of July. Happy everybody watching this around the world, and see you guys next week for news.